And joining us tonight to discuss these developments is Attorney Antonio Ligon. He is a former National Executive Director of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines. Attorney Ligon also served as assisting counsel to the prosecutors for the impeachment trial of former President Joseph Estrada. He is also a CPA. So, two hats in one. Welcome to the big story, Attorney.
Thank you for having me, Mrs.
Oh, long time no see. I remember chasing you nung bata-bata pa ako sa reporter.
Pareho tayo ng bata.
Firstly, the case just filed against the VP.
Yeah.
After 2 years. Why?
Well, I'm not surprised because the evidence required in a criminal case is beyond reasonable doubt. Hindi naman ito katulad ng impeachment na you need that beyond reasonable doubt.
Okay.
And easily, kapag mahina ang kaso mo criminal case, madi-dismiss. And probably, I can surmise the reason they don't want the case to be dismissed right away. And besides, you know, they have to study that he's a sitting vice president. And although, of course, there's no immunity from suit, unlike the president.
So the lawyer for VP Sara is mistaken?
I would say so because you can sue the vice president. Walang immunity ang vice president, only the president.
So this is what? Lahat na ng bala linalabas ng administrasyon laban sa kay VP Sara, ganun ba? Or can we surmise that they may have new evidence?
Well, sa akin, yung pag-file ng criminal case, expected yan eh. Because if you have a strong evidence against the act, no? The first thing that you should do is criminal case. But siyempre, ang criminal case will not remove you from office, only impeachment.
Okay. Now let's go to today's impeachment trial hearing. Of all the irregularities that were presented, which was the most glaring for you as a lawyer and an accountant?
Well, for one, no, yung acknowledgement receipt, very weak yun. And then second, disbursing it at one date but several locations. Kaya very effective, I would say, yung paggamit ng term na Superman, that when you need to be a Superman to be able to disburse those funds in different location at one day, no? So, yun, that captures everything. And I'm listening, talagang incredible. Dapat yun lang una, yung sa names. And then hindi lang isolated incident eh. Kung one day lang nangyari, very easy to justify na, nagkamali nung day na yan, no?
Parang may pattern.
May pattern and repetitive yung pag-disburse ng ganong kalalaking halaga na questionable, dubious yung amount. You know, dun sa acknowledgement receipt, parang bumili ka sa palengke. Wala namang mga resibo dun eh. Sasabihin mo lang sa tindera, pirmahan nyo ito, pirmahan nyo ito. Okay yun, sa isang palengke ka pupunta. But that disbursement includes several places na magkakalayo. And walang supporting document na, hey, the special disbursement officer authorized this person to pay off this person.
Sana may ganon.
Sana may ganon. Kaya very
Pero
good
for
yung
rewards,
question.
tanggap nila eh. For rewards, parang for information received.
Yeah.
Okay sa kanila. Ang hindi nila tanggap is yung merong supplies, medicine man or food aid, na syempre bibili ka, di ba?
Another glaring there, yeah. Yung saan mo gagamitin ang confidential fund for Christmas party, for other stuff na paano magiging confidential those activity. And not only that, no, the prosecution were able to show that even with the disbursement itself, no, you have the name and then sometimes walang complete name. Hindi naman thousands of pesos yan, several thousands, no? And
Huge
even millions,
amounts.
huge amount. And then biglang surname na lang and then may pirma. And then yung identification ng tao, do they really exist? That's why interesting ang magiging defense dun sa bagay na yan.
What do you anticipate? Kasi you've been an accountant at a top accounting firm. Paano yan pagtatakpan?
Kaya nga kung gagawa ka ng gano'n, ang description before the show nga, sabi natin, very sloppy yung pagkagawa. Imagine the choice of name. Kahit na an ordinary thinking Filipino, may ganun bang taong pangalan? Na parang may pattern na, sabi nga, nag-joke na parang salad yung gagawin.
Fruit
May
salad.
mango,
May
may
kamote.
kamote. And,
Keso.
yun, ano, una, okay, even if you prove na this person exists, how will they prove na they actually receive it? Halimbawa, may item doon na purchase of information. Naalala ko, well, sa mga Hollywood movies or even in our movies, madidinig mo yung pag yung police gustong may malaman, bibigay ng few thousands o few
Or in the
hundreds.
military, they would.
Yeah, pero yung purchase
pay.
of information of several thousands, hindi basta ganun yun. You will have to, show a proof, no? And
At
then
saka yung walang evidence of success.
alright.
Yun
Oo,
yung
ano yung source ng threat, paano na-resolve yun, and then purchase of supplies. Okay, maraming mga liquidation na unexplained. Pero anong klaseng supplies yan? Plus, yung sinasabi na meron kang, then you have this information and then suddenly biglang success, no? What's the connection?
Yeah.
Hindi maintindihan yun. So they have to explain. And then yung acknowledgement receipt, basically sa audit, pag acknowledgement receipt lang, at least may affidavit na, we were able to pay but we were not issued the official receipt. That's why they just acknowledge. So may real person.
So you go through that effort.
Yes, and then yung sinasabi mong may rental, may tax issue dyan eh. Pag nag-more than 10,000 ang rental, may VAT na yan. Nasaan yung resibo? Wala din, no? Di ba? So, kung tutuusin, medyo mababaw nga yung ng COA. In other words, pinakita lang yun. They did not go into the details
They
talaga.
did not do field inspection. They
Yes.
did not call. But do you do that with confidential and intelligence funds? What if you're assuming na assumed name yon?
Oo.
Let's just say, because they want to protect the identity of the person, although hindi nakalagay yun sa joint circular
Yeah.
na allowed.
Basically, ang explanation dyan, if you're a COA auditor, hindi ka naman nagpe-presume kagad na misappropriate o misdirected ng pera.
Okay.
Being the highest official, one of the highest official of the land, presumption of regularity.
Okay.
You'll be in bad faith if you work in COA kung iisipin mo kagad, ay, nagnanakaw ito. So, in fact, I give credit to the witness na very clear yung pagsagot niya, kaya dinisallow kasi may violation dun mismo sa circular. But if you ask a basic question, wala na yung circular, hindi mo nabasa. Ang tanong mo, may problema ba pag ginastos mo yung pera sa isang araw na sunod-sunod? Hindi mo nga alam anong oras ni-release yan, no? And then yung names, fictitious.
Sunod-sunod sa isang araw at ang lalayo, iba-ibang lugar.
Correct. And hindi lang naman one time yan. Kasi kung one time, sasabihin mo, ay, that day, talagang masyadong maraming ginawa, hindi na nakita yung proper measure to correct it. But February 22, 25, and then December, merong several transaction. Kaya, ang tingin ko nag-connect sa audience, which I give credit to the prosecution, although nag-object yung the defense, no, na speculative. Kasi siyempre ginagamit mo yung mga ganun, Superman, no. But biglang papasok si Superman, pwedeng gumawa na mag-disburse ka sa Malolos, sa
So give
Mindanao.
credit to Attorney Lorna Capuma.
I give credit because she was able to connect to non-ordinary people how to understand this. Napaka-imposibleng magawa yun ng ordinaryong tao. And beside, walang dokumentong sinabi na we will disburse this amount to several places because we delegated the power. Bawal nga eh. Kaya
Bawal.
hindi mo, oo.
But also, there is a credit notice. Let's naman also recognize that at least there were 2 quarters in the DepEd that they passed.
Yeah. Again, ang explanation din dyan, it's not surprising kasi nga, you always presume regularity when it's an official of the government who will conduct those action. And take note, that's not conclusive kasi pwedeng mabawi yan after ma-discover that within 3 years, meron palang anomaly. So,
Meron na nga kasi 'di ba, inassign din
Kaya-
dun sa security officer
yes.
ng special disbursement.
Which is not one of those authorized, and yun lang very clear and glaring. In fact, nagiging na-educate tayo na meron palang circular na gano'n na named person lang ang dapat maging special disbursing officer even if you're the highest officer of that office. So,
So, okay, let's now connect it because this article, misuse of COA funds, the charge is that there was culpable violation of the Constitution and betrayal of public trust. Is there sufficient basis now for...
well, if you
concluding
listen
that.
very well and if you look at it, and if people will understand that the money they're talking about is your money and it's being spent, I will use our term, walang habas, walang pakundangan, walang respeto, na ganun-ganun mo gastusin yung perang pinaghirapan ko na binabayad ko sa gobyerno in the form of taxes. So dapat mayroong indignation And understandably, ang ordinary Pilipino will not be able to connect unless maintindihan nila na ikaw ang ninanakawan. Hindi ang gobyerno lang ng Pilipinas, kundi ikaw.
Tayong nagbabayad ng buwis.
Yes, at hindi natin sinasabing ninanakaw ng Vice President. Ang sinasabi natin, hindi iniingatan yung pondo na
May
galing
pagkawaldas.
sa atin. Yun. Habas.
Kunyari, walang habas.
Walang habas. Yun ang term ko na na paglapastangan sa pera ng bayan.
Yung sloppy, no? Parang ano ba? Kung hindi nyo, kung magnakaw man kayo, hindi nyo ba pwedeng gandahan naman ang kwento?
Meron niya ako nabasa, sabi niya gusto niyang mamit kung sino gumawa ng mga pangalan na yun. Very creative in the sense na parang mga related, no? Si
Creative.
Bacon. Hindi, may kasama si Bacon, si Kamote.
Baka kumakain sila.
Yeah.
But what is it? Is it because medyo mahina sila, mahina ang pag-iisip, o arrogance?
Sa akin, parang more on
Hubris.
arrogance. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Kasi kung may respeto ka talaga sa pera ng Pilipino at gusto mong pakialaman yan, medyo pag-iisipan mo namang mabuti. Para naman maging may respeto kahit na nagnanakaw o dinadivert mo. Meron pa ring respeto. Wala
Okay, sabihin na, let's just say, wala namang proof kasi na nagnakaw or ginamit for personal benefit, no?
Yeah.
But that's yun na yung presumption
Yeah.
Diba? If you're given a disallowance.
Yes.
But if you divert, that is already also a violation.
Yes.
Parang yung ginawa ko nyari, galit na galit, diba sa Supreme Court, yung pag-divert ng PhilHealth funds.
Correct.
That was already a violation. So ganito din, yung ginamit namin ang confidential funds to make sure na sa events niya secure siya. Is that, di ba?
Whether it's
Pasado ba
confidential, whether it's whatever you call it, as long as it is upon coming from the public, you should handle it with trust. And the Constitution, in fact, requires that every peso or centavo spent, there should be a law. Kaya yung misappropriation, yung diverting it, hindi justification na, hindi ko naman ninakaw yan Nilagay ko lang. Remember,
Ginamit ko sa ibang gamit,
it doesn't,
sa bagay.
a local government official, hindi niya pwede sabihin, ay nakasave ako, kaya pinamigay ko na lang yung nasave ko. Hindi, pera ng taong bayan yan. There must be a law to appropriate it. And, yung siyempre, yung mga iba na on the defense, sasabihin, wala namang ebidensyang kinuha niya yun nung nakinabang siya. That's not the point. The point is, this is the people's money and you should spend it appropriately in a way
Wisely.
that,
That it was intended
for the use. Oo. So, kahit na sino, tatanungin mo, paano magiging confidential yung paggamit mo dun sa purchase of supplies or you attend this or yung
TODA, yung namigay
yeah.
ng funds sa TODA.
Yeah.
Plus, those were not even dates covered.
Yes.
But I'd also like to point out, kasi, di ba, yung cheque na yun came from the National Treasury, and yung date lang talaga na pwede mong gastusin yun ay December 21 to 31. Bakit rin naman kaya binigyan ng leeway na ganyang kalaking pera? What should a public official do if you were really thinking of the public good?
Well,
Isoli mo, di
Oo,
ba? Yung hindi mo nagamit.
ang ano dyan is, yung basic ano dyan sa values natin eh. Ako, I still remember yung sinabi sa akin ng parents ko. Pag pera mo yan, ingatan mo. Pero pag hindi mo pera, mas doble ingat. Kasi hindi sa iyo yan. So in the same way, kaya yung mga law natin, di ba? Nagtatrabaho ka sa bangko, yung degree of diligence yan, extraordinary. Yung kung nagmamaneho ka ng pampasaherong bus o jeepney, mas mataas yung hinihingi sa'yo. Now, if you're a public officer holding that big amount of funds, eh sobrang diligence, extra care ang gagawin mo.
You know, hanga ako, bawa ko sa mga mid-level government officials who have appeared as witnesses. You can see yung dedication nila sa trabaho and they know what they're doing.
And they're not being threatened by those asking them questions,
Yeah.
no? Kung
If
medyo...
only our higher officials exhibited the
Yeah.
same diligence, dedication, humility.
Yes, yes. That's why yung faith mo, ako I would say na our faith in the Filipino people is still there. Kasi yung the likes of these witnesses na their government employees receiving salary, not even 1/3 of this government official receiving, yet
And-
they serve well. No?
And yung pinamigay na reward money na ang lalaki, 400,000, 250, kita na nila yun ng...
Yeah, halos.
I mean,
yeah.
hindi nila makikita yun in 1 month of
correct.
slaving away
Yeah.
in COA or NBI.
Yeah, and it's not easy to go against the tide, no, or against the pressure din. No? Siyempre, alam naman natin kahit COA, may mga natetempt na, I will side with this person.
Okay.
No? Pero sila, they
May
stood up.
corruption din dyan.
Yes, of course. Marami na ring news na ganyan. But etong mga example na that, you know, it shows that we can still trust those who work in the government.
Mahihirapan ba ang defense when it comes to their turn to present evidence?
I would describe it interesting ang gagawin nilang defense. Kasi, sabi mo nga, as an accountant and as a lawyer, kung ako yung mag-question dun sa ano, hindi ko na mapapaliwanag bakit acknowledgement receipt lang eh. Napaka-weak ng acknowledgement receipt because any Tom, Dick, and Harry can sign an acknowledgement receipt. And that person, sino yung nag-sign na yan? So,
They have
marami
to
ka
produce.
i-establish.
Si Andy Lim, kailangan nilang dalin doon.
Dalin yun, oo.
Sino ba anong pangalan nun? Hindi ko na
Si Miggy Mango, di ba?
kailangan nilang dalhin.
Si Piatos, Mary Grace Piatos. Tapos
At
may
saka
isa
si
pang...
Pia Piatos.
Oo. So
Nakamag-anak
parang
marami.
very...
Sister-in-law ba?
Oo. May mga gano'n, no? At saka si Heart Santiago, no? And may nag-comment nga, remember
Bakit
si...
may wala bang Heart Santiago? Baka naman meron.
Baka may kapangalan. Kasi remember parang ang nag-ano kay Heart Evangelista at saka kay Cheese Escudero. Si
Ay, si
Miriam
Miriam
Defensor
Defensor
Santiago.
Santiago.
Siguro creative sa... May nagsabi So, creative on the lighter side, no? So, on the lighter side, pinapatawa ka sa anomaly na to. But at the same time, nalulungkot ka kasi wala talagang respeto sa taong bayan na basta maisip mo na lang, ganun, di ba?
Paano po yung indignation, hindi nyo makikita yan sa mga masugid na tagasunod ng mga Duterte? You will not see, they
Okay.
will defend this. Or they do not see anything wrong.
I think ang malungkot talaga, we're a divided nation. No? May mga grupo na talagang whatever you present to them, they will just choose yung
Kung anong paniniwalaan
kung anong
nila.
paniniwalaan. And whatever evidence na glaring na, wala pa rin yan. They will always come up with a justification.
Pero that must be
Political ano lang yan.
30 to 40%? the population, maybe?
cannot say the actual number, no. But ang maganda rito, you discuss this in public, natututuhan ng mga tao. It's a learning experience din, no? Kasi nung impeachment trial ni former president, di naman natapos yan eh, di ba? Nag-walk out. And hindi naging ganun yung proseso. May nagtanong nga sa akin the other station. Ang difference nun, only the congressman will present and talk. Yung mga assisting counsel, taga-advise, taga-ano lang. Eh dito, talaga naging courtroom eh. Which is also a downside kasi paano ma-appreciate ng mga tao yung ganyang procedure?
Na mga very lawyerly.
Yes, oo. At saka every step of the way, object kan. Yun lang dapat mag-agree na, ito na yung mga ebidensya, huwag na tayo magtalo. No?
The tactic of the defense before the hearing even began, na ayaw nilang mag-stipulate talaga. Ayaw nila. And anong bang sinabi? Ginost ang prosecution ng defense. Was that really an act of bad faith? Ano ba yung strategy ba yan? But why are they so afraid of stipulating and agreeing to, for instance, to these acknowledgement receipts? Ayaw nila, no?
Sa akin, as a practicing lawyer, on an objective basis, yung defense will really is expected to do that. Because if you're on the defense, less stipulation, less mistake. Because ang objective mo dyan, prove mo. Every step of the way, i-object kita. But I will not make it easy for you.
Lorna said here, there is a burden also on the defense. It's not
well, now
solely.
it is shifted on them. Itong ginawa niya, itong prosecution, yung onus of the evidence now, yung pag-prove, nasa defense na. Una, pakita mo, totoong may ganyan, natanggap talaga, at posible talaga na i-disburse yung ganong kalaking halaga sa isang araw. Yun ang ipuprove nila.
So mahirapan sila. May
I would
Superman
say,
silang kailangan
very
i-produce.
interesting, very interesting. And I'll really, let's look forward to how.
Attorney Ligon, hindi ba ayaw rin ng defense ito eh. Sana per article, both prosecution and defense present per article so that na fresh pa sa mind ng publiko.
Yes,
Pero it's the defense that doesn't want this kind of procedure. Gusto nila prosecution present all the articles and then it will be the turn of the defense.
Well, ayokong maggawa ng any judgment on their strategy or what, no, as a respect to brothers or sisters in profession. Pero for them, no, nakikita nila mas advantageous na mas mahaba, mas madaling makakalimutan. Remember, this impeachment trial is not just a court proceeding. It's a political proceeding. And you're not just convincing the senator judges, you're convincing the Filipino public.
Yes.
And I think, yung pagdesisyon ng senador, depende sa magiging perception din ng public.
Okay. So gusto nila mawala ng interes ang publiko.
Kaya ganung mga technical. Oo.
Talagang ganon? You think so?
I would say one of the strategy.
So how can, let's say you're the presiding officer, how can you hasten the proceedings and also lessen the technicalities? My final question, Attorney Ligon.
Objectively, Senate Presiding Officer Chis Escudero is doing well. No? And sa akin, to hasten, if you will ask me, you tell the lawyers, you just agree on this. Just like a judge, they will call the parties, ba't hindi nyo pag-usapan na lang ito? Ano bang dito? So, but he's given so much leeway to both the parties, Ila-allow niya prosecution, ila-allow niya. Well, he's also, he's a politician. He's also playing with the gallery. I would say, na hindi, very strictly pwede mo sabihin sa mga judges, unlike no impeachment trial ni Joseph Estrada, the Senate, the presiding officer is Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. And I understand, he really studied very well the procedure kasi si Chief Justice Davide is not a known practitioner. But he studied very well, he did very well, kaya naging ganun yung proceeding. Si Senate Presiding Officer Escudero is doing well, It's just that sa sobrang
Balanse. Gusto niya maging balanse.
Umahaba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your
Oh, it's my
insights.
pleasure. Thank you so much.
That was former IBP National Executive Director Antonio Ligon.